Knock, knock, who's there? Pretty as can be. I'ma make your heart leap while I'm making it bleed. Got a spell that I cast, gonna put you underneath. Take a look into my eyes, got you falling in deep. I'm a heartbreaker, a name taker. I'm a storm chaser, a ringleader. I said welcome to the show, it's about to get crazy. Won't believe your eyes, yeah, I know I'm amazing. Got that bite and got that bark too. Got that spice and sweet honeydew.
Why do you think those type of people get put in those type of situations? Yeah. Why do they make it to that? You have people like, for instance, I'm going to go back to DZ. There's no way on God's green earth that Denzel don't have 3 times the movies that he has. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because he won't play the game.
Right. Just like LeBron James. You don't hear nothing about him in the motherfucking news.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So they got to have that one who, we already know we're worried about it. One
thing that I noticed though, when one, just like Deshaun Watson, the football player, when one came out and said, "Oh, he raped me," 18, 20 more people came out. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's like
me too.
It's like a domino. You know what I'm saying? Like a domino effect, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One come out,
she got paid? Oh, she made some money?
Now, I'm not saying it's not true or not,
right. But you know what? You got both sides. And that's what I think. You got both sides. You got people who going to try to jump on the train who ain't supposed to be on the train.
Exactly.
Then you got some people who didn't have what they needed to speak out. You speak out, so now you give them a little courage and they ready to step out on it. So, but like it's both sides of the game, which is what you got to deal with.
Money grab. Sometimes I look at it as maybe a money grab.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't gonna say it's not true at all, but let's be real though. I mean, you got money, bro. Women gonna look at you like, okay, I could come up.
That's right.
I could come up off this dude.
You gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, dog.
One thing I learned,
you gotta be careful,
bro. If you are successful at any rate, what's done to you is what you look like you will allow.
Right.
I don't care, man or woman. I know we all done saw it. Mm-hmm. The beautiful woman in the club. You look like she got 2 brain cells and they half working. You think they ain't praying on them? They like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they can see it.
Not one.
You know, the hunter knows their prey.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
And they going to say whatever that sound good to.
That's right. They know what to say. Good. And that's why the woman standing next to her that got her shit together, they're going to bypass her. It ain't that she don't look good. It ain't that she ain't appealing. They know she ain't with that bullshit. They can't run that shit on them. So that's just what it is. If you ain't what you need to be, you gonna get what you need to get. That's just what it is. I hate to say it. If you ain't got nobody in your corner, you know what I'm saying? Like saying, no.
Come on. You could be the ugliest nigga in the club. If you
got
money.
Oh yeah,
they gonna come out.
It is.
You know
what it is,
you can be 600 pounds, sweating
because it's a numbers game. You
gonna have some top 10 model trying to get you.
You could get played. Now what you ain't gonna get, I love talking about that. You gonna get played. Women ain't gonna be a problem. Now, what you ain't gonna get is that top tier woman. You ain't gonna get her because she's on another level.
True that.
9 times out of 10, she knows she could get a man with the type of money you got that look worth something.
Yeah.
Or she got her own bag and still could get that man. So you ain't gonna get them, but you ain't gonna have no problem getting a woman.
See,
that's not gonna be an issue.
I don't think a nigga with money want that type because they want somebody that could tell them what to do and shit.
Yeah, they want them submissive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now you're talking about the game, the old school game. See, it depends on the game that the woman then got. See, some women know how to be women. They know how to be, for one, submissive don't mean stupid. That's the misconception today. They think, oh, you just do whatever he say, you just, no. But if I'm the man, if I'm leading, let me lead. No. How am I leading you in the goddamn way trying to tell me where to go?
That deserves a drink,
Sit your ass down, move to the side, and let me do what I need to do so you ain't got to do nothing like you don't want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be the man and be submissive.
But you know what, man? I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of women right now that's making money, dog.
It is. It is.
Not like back in the day where the man go to work and the woman stay home.
Yeah, real talk.
These women out here getting the bag.
They getting
the bag. And the hardest thing, man, is it's hard to tell a woman like that, like, hey, you need to do this and do that.
And again,
they ain't gonna listen to you.
Again, that depends on what she comes from.
Ooh,
you see what I'm
that's
saying?
another drink. There you go.
See, you have women today. A lot of women are teaching women. Look, and I always say this: why does you doing good for yourself, you go and get your money? Why does that have to also mean you don't need a man? That ain't got nothing to do with that. You could do good, get your money, do what you need to do, and have a good man. That means now you're a powerhouse.
Right.
But you know what?
You know what I'm saying? But big game. But
I got to speak for the women on this one. Go ahead. I'm going to hear you. I'm going to speak for the women on this one.
But you can't see that because you have women who feel like I can't be that boss bitch with a man. You know what I'm saying? I can't be. Why? First off, when you say, well, I don't want to deal with this. I don't need no man. I don't want to. What you're saying is you don't want that sorry ass nigga. You keep picking. You don't want that cheating ass nigga. You keep picking. You don't want the nigga that don't want to do nothing, ain't got no money, that you keep picking. Cause see, I'm a firm believer in. I done told many women, your problem is you keep dating the same dude. You know what? Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You know what that definition is? Yeah, that's crazy. You expecting to do something and get a different reaction. Well, see, you like what you like.
That's insanity.
See, that's the problem. Yeah, it's insanity. I say it crazy, but yeah, appreciate
insanity.
It. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like, so that's what you keep going after. You know what I'm saying? Now let's flip it to the supermarket. I told this woman, I said, okay, you want to blame the man because he messed up. Okay, he messed up. I ain't trying to take his responsibility. I'm all about accountability. Okay, but if you go in the grocery store and you pick an apple, right? Mm-hmm. You pick an apple, you buy it, you take it home, you bite in it, it's rotten, right? It ain't the apple's fault that it was rotten. What that means is you are incapable of picking ripe fruit. So you know what that means? You don't need to be at nobody's supermarket picking ripe fruit. Right. You need to be on the farm educating yourself so you could be able to notice ripe fruit. So now what is the problem? So is getting the man the problem or the man you keep picking? See, that's all I'm saying.
The gloves coming off.
You feel me? I mean, I'm just saying.
The gloves coming out.
You don't want a deadbeat man.
Right.
But when you speak on it, you don't speak on that. You couple us all together.
But you know what? It's back to what I was saying. I'm going to help the women out on this because one thing I will say about a woman, when a woman love you, bro.
That's right.
You can be the worst. You can be the worst. You can be the worst of the worst.
You're right.
If she see that much in you,
that's right.
She is going to have your back. Now, the only thing I don't agree with about that is if you got a woman that's going to have your back like that, don't dog her out because she the one that got your back because she gonna still be who she is.
And you're right. And I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna still be independent. If she'll go getter for you, she gonna be a go getter for herself.
Mike D, you right. Yeah. You know what the problem is though? That's like me saying, you know what? I got this poodle. I love this poodle. Mm-hmm. I'm down for it. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do everything I need to do. But it's a rabbit.
Yeah.
It's not the rabbit fault that you think it's a poodle.
Yeah.
That goes back to what I'm saying. If you don't realize what you have, you can't blame that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to blame that for not being what you wanted it to be. Now, what you can do, what I say is, build it up. If it's unwilling to be built up, you need to move around. But if you stick around, well, who's to blame?
Well, I've been in a couple of relationships, bro. I ain't dated a successful woman.
Right on.
And, it's all about respect.
That's right.
On both sides, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, you can't expect a person to, when he come around and give you that peace when we around each other.
Right.
I expect the same thing.
That's
what I'm saying? Like, when I come around, or if you come around me, I want that same peace that I give you.
Yeah, that's the facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like to argue all the time.
That's not what men do.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I just want to just chill. Shit, let's watch a fucking movie or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let's sip some wine or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about no drama, dog. You know what I'm saying? So to me, man, it's all about, man, treat me like I expect to get treated the same way that I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. A lot of things get caught up in the fact that like I say, we attracted to what we attracted to.
Right.
What we attracted to is not always necessarily what we need. That's not what we're compatible with. You know, this girl was talking to me about preferences. I told her, I said, I have a preference. I said, I'm black, of course. I like women with body. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
I said, but if you cute and you ain't got nobody and we vibing, see, I'm smart enough, I'm intelligent enough to realize I'm not finna let you pass because you ain't got nobody. Preference don't make that, man, damn the preference. What is it? It's
let me
the
tell you
vibe.
something. I don't give a damn how pretty a woman is. If she got a fuck up attitude, she's the ugliest motherfucker to me, dog.
That's right.
I'm gonna be real.
And that speaks to what I'm saying. It's the vibe, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if we locked in, we locked in.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of, like I was saying when you spoke on that, people are by nature who they are. Some people are able to do and be certain things. Some are not. And a lot of times when you have love for someone, you want them to be the best version of them that they could be. And you're hoping and you're feeding this and you're wishing for this. You're trying to, manifest this and bring it to reality when in all actuality, they're already the best version that they can be. Which means, and it may sound harsh, but I'm man or woman. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It is what it is. They beneath you.
Right.
They gonna call it like it is.
Right.
They beneath you. You know what I'm saying? And we not saying nothing about I'm bad. I ain't talking about that. If you're not able to give me what I give you,
right,
you're beneath me.
I get that.
You feel what I'm saying?
And I can relate to that, bro. That means
we're not. Now, if I'm below you and you want to build me up and I'm willing to be built up, see, that's different. Right. See, that's different. But if I don't want to change, or if she don't want to change, she beneath you. Period. It don't matter how successful she is. It don't matter how intelligent she is. Evidently, she ain't that intelligent. But I'm just saying,
what you think about that, dog?
I'm going to be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can speak candidly about this now because I've been in counseling. I had to sit on somebody's couch because I was that dude, what you just talking about right now. Right. I mean, I've never had a bad woman in my life. It was always me. Mm-hmm. But they always left for the same reason. I'm like, I kept on blaming them. Like, she just couldn't hang. But it was always me. But I had to realize I was one of those men that I cook, I clean up, I pay all the bills, I do everything. Right. So my whole my mental state was come in, have a seat, but don't ask me for nothing to eat. Right. You get what I'm saying? So, I didn't treat women equal. Right. And that was my fault. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But once you find out what the problem is, but I had to go through 4 different women in 15 years, and I went to a counselor, and I called her, and when I asked her, I said, hey, I need to get in counseling. She said, are you going to commit suicide? I said, no, I'm just trying to figure out why they all leaving. But I found out what it was.
She was going to kill herself?
Man, she thought I was going to kill myself by the way I called her, because it's like every woman left me for the same thing. Right. Every one of the women.
And sometimes you don't really realize, okay, maybe you the problem. You know what I'm saying?
I was the problem. I'm telling you straight up. I wouldn't even share my thoughts with them. I'm
bro,
like,
that is crazy. And now
I sit on the phone and talk to you all day, and this and this woman and that woman, and hang up the phone, and it be crickets in the house.
Right. Say, let me tell you something.
Yeah, that wasn't fair, man.
It wasn't even about the not cooking. That's why you lost it.
Oh yeah.
If it ain't one thing, boy, a woman not, you don't want to talk to her, or you don't want to open up. You don't want to talk. Oh yeah, you done messed up.
I just be like, say, man, just leave me alone. Let me.
No. You been gone all day, 12 hours. She want to talk. She want to know what's been. She want to tell you.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. I think every man deserve me time. Sometimes, they space. Sometimes,
you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I had a conversation about this. That's if you want. If you want it, you should be able to get it. You know what I'm saying?
I won't.
I feel you. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? First, to speak on what you were speaking on, I believe a lot of the times the problem is communication or lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? Because if there is proper communication, that means we're having dialogue about. We're checking the boxes. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's going on? You maybe feel like this. You maybe feel... Because a lot of times, we don't realize my red is her yellow. Her yellow is my blue. See, that's the purpose of communication. If you don't know what's going on, well, you don't know what the triggers are. I don't know that when I do this, I'm making her feel like this. She don't know when she do that, she making me feel like that.
You could tell a person, you could tell her like, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that. But if that person is who they are, you can't expect that person to change.
No.
The
Now,
attitude,
you know what?
It's because
you're
way
two
of thinking.
individuals.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm a firm believer in if I love you, if you love me, I don't give a fuck who you are. You gonna be willing to be who you need to be
Real talk, man.
for us. See, the problem is I always say this, man, at the beginning, there needs to be a conversation. You got to have a conversation at the beginning.
There could be a conversation.
Listen. See, this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. There has to be a conversation. From the conversation, that means things have been laid out. So the moment one strays, then we back. There need to be a conversation. And just like with children, sometimes you got to treat it like children. Okay,
bruh,
you grown.
You can have
I'm not going.
Bro, you can have plenty of conversations about the same topic.
You right.
Listen to this,
you
man?
right. Let me give it to you. See, the problem is when you have conversations, something happens, and you may even stress that you didn't like this, but there is no reprimanding. Well, that's just like saying it's okay. Yes, that means you ain't said nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
Something needs to change. Somebody needs
ain't
to.
Ain't nothing changing.
Exactly, because you ain't doing nothing. Peep gang, this is what I'm saying.
Right, go ahead.
She or he needs to feel that you are upset. I just told this girl the other day. She was talking about her baby daddy. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. I told her, I said, and you still giving up the cookies, ain't you?
Right.
She said, well, I said, ain't no I said, so what you're saying is, it's okay. See, you giving mixed signals. That's not how people work. You have to take something off the table so they know, okay, this is real. This is a real situation. Okay, I messed up this time.
Right.
If that don't happen, nothing's going to change.
Right.
Now, that shouldn't have to happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
Everybody should be mature enough to where we could just talk about it and these things never come up. But the fact of the matter is we come from different walks of life. We have different upbringings. So we have different characteristics. So there's certain things that are instilled and not instilled. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And that's the part that's killing us. Because when we don't have this or that, we don't know how to have those conversations.
Right.
To where we listen to each other. That's why a lot of times people have to go to counseling.
Yeah.
You know, ain't it crazy how me and you could be together for 20 years. I can't tell you nothing. But we can go see this white lady for 5 minutes. She can tell you the same thing I told you. And you be like, okay.
I didn't look at it like
and
that.
It's the communication.
It's the communication. 20 years.
Right.
It's the communication.
What I've been telling you.
It's the
now
communication.
You get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, it's human nature.
Ooh, boy.
It's just like if you from, like where we from. Say the music thing worked out and we blew up. Mm-hmm. You got people feeling like they feel because, oh man, that nigga, he ain't nobody. He stayed up the street from me.
Right.
Why should that be your stance on it?
Right.
You know, but it's human nature.
Human nature for real, though.
So we got to evolve, man. We got to do
y'all here. Hey, listen, we going in tonight. You know, this is the first episode of many. So we bouncing around on different topics. These are the kind of, like the conversations that we having now. These are the conversations that I hear when I'm out, you know, just in the streets.
Right.
And it's good that we being able to bring it to the forefront and speak to people about stuff like this.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, and I do agree with you, man. You know, the communication, as I said, I'm guilty of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was sitting there. One thing that my ex told me, my ex told me, she said, Mike, when you pass away, everybody at your funeral gonna be doing business deals.
Right.
That was her way of saying I don't have any friends.
Right.
Which I can accept that, but I had to look at what she was saying, because I didn't sit out and hang out with her, and I didn't. One thing I'm gonna tell you now. One thing I'm gonna give y'all a nugget. Now, when I tell y'all this, y'all can't tell nobody. But when you tell a woman, when you honest with a woman, say, baby, look, this is. Okay. Well, hey, look, y'all don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody else.
But really, I'm talking about when you really are honest and sincere with a woman, and say, baby, this is where I am, and this is what I'm going through, and this is how I'm feeling. 9 times out of 10, if it's the right woman, she gonna say, what can I do to help? She gonna roll up her sleeves. She gonna get down with you.
Right.
Again, like I said, if you don't communicate that to her and you play this macho role, which that's what I was doing because I was raised around a grandmother that when she was sick, she never told us.
Right.
She kept it to herself. That's what I adapted.
She didn't want to put that burden on. Right.
So when I went through stuff, I never would let a woman see that or feel that. I'd be like, I'm the man, I'm macho, and I wouldn't let you know how I felt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But I go tell all my friends.
Right.
I go tell all my homies.
And
but I go to her and be like, I'm too super. I'm too macho to tell her anything.
But to your defense, and I'm glad you said that because this is something I really want to speak on. To your defense, there's a difference in how men and women are raised, first off. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for a woman to be what she needs to be, just as a man be what he needs to be. When we're raised, even when we're young, we're taught you don't show emotions.
Yeah.
That's weakness.
Yep.
Suck it up.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Ooh,
Stand strong.
Yeah.
You don't show none of that. You're a man. Talk, you stick your chest out, you hold your head up, and you press through.
Real talk.
Persevere.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the strong ones, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, peep game. Yeah. Let's fast forward 20 years. Now, this beautiful young lady, she done came into your life. She loved you with all her heart, you know what I'm saying? And she's wondering, okay, well, you won't talk to me. What's going on? What you doing? And this is when I say women need to be women. Because a woman, in her essence, if she's what she needs to be, she knows that she got to come break you down to get that out of you, to help you, because she knows how you were raised. Mm-hmm. Instead of bitching at you because you're not doing any of the things that you weren't taught to do. Because women, let's bring it back, they're taught everybody's supposed to respect your emotions. You show nurture, how you feel. You know what I'm saying? What you say, that's what that is. The world revolves around it, and they need to step to it. See, those two different things. You know what I'm saying? So when you get grown, you need to know what's going on so that you can bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? So you did what you were raised to do.
True.
You were the man that they raised men to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And I told my girl one time, she said, she found out about something that was going on. She said, well, you ain't telling me. I said, why would I tell you and worry you when all you do is come to me and tell me about you, what you worrying about?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Yep.
I told her, I said, that ain't your job.
Yep.
I don't want you to worry. How are you going to tend to me if you worry?
And not to mention, not only were we taught to be macho and suck it up.
Right.
I had horrible role models as men.
Right.
I had men that were older than me that were like, Mike, you're supposed to treat a woman right. If she asks for something, they give you all this advice, but then the next day this nigga in jail because he done beat this woman up. Right. So he going to jail now. I'm like, well, he just told me not to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, these are my role models. Right. But then at one point, you got to make a choice for yourself.
That's right.
Because he's only giving you advice on how he's feeling at the time. That's just how I look at it.
And fortunate, I had my mom and dad in the household, and
y'all close too, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, my mom, she about family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I was taught to, always treat your family
right.
Just like your own. Just like with respect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I treat my mom just like the lady she is, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I was in a relationship with somebody, she told me, "Hey, I see the way you treat your mom." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's very special. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom never just raised her voice at me, bro. Like basically coming up, man.
I can't even see that.
Yeah, basically, I did what I wanted to do, really, but I ain't never mistreated my mom. You know what I'm saying? On. So. It's right. It's only right for me if I'm dating someone, I'm gonna treat them with the most respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna disrespect the woman or anything. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what, guys? You know what? We've been trying to speak for a woman. We should get a woman's perspective on this.